Hello and welcome to Let's Try. We're trying Paladins Oath. This one's gonna be, I'm just gonna say right out the gate, you're gonna have to forgive me for this one. The reason being is I'm gonna be super clumsy in this game. It's a complicated one, and it's complicated for good reason. This game is inspired by games like Gloomhaven and Mage Knight. Those are super complicated games. If you've ever played them in real life or even in the digital versions, you know there's a lot of working parts. Mage Knight specifically is like there's a lot of stuff going on. So I may stumble a few times, but I'm gonna try pretty hard. By the way, dev a key divided by oh my god, key provided by the dev. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. We're gonna do, I guess, just a basic game, difficulty easy. That sounds easy. that's what I want. Okay, now we have different characters to choose from. Let's just go with our basic one. I don't think that they're necessarily more difficult. I think they're just different. Really, I do like the art style. We got an interesting kind of art style going on in this game. This is gonna be pretty interesting. I have played Mage Knight in real life, or at least I've tried. It's a very dense game and basically requires a full day of like commitment of trying to basically play it properly. Combined build. All right, let's go with this. Configure your crusades. Map shape. We can. Let's go with the defaults for now. Can be reused on the next day-night cycle. Blessings, draw two best blessings and pick one. So what is Mage Knight? I'm going to go with Mage Knight because I think that this game is closer to Mage Knight than it is to Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven is basically your like a legacy RPG, tabletop game. It's not really like Dungeons and Dragons. It's more like, a tactics game with a little bit of deck building, very little. And you basically have long-term progression with a character. Mage Knight is similar, and I'm going to talk about Mage Knight, and Paladins Oath is basically taking a lot of the same cues. I would liken it kind of like to a 4X game, or like a grand strategy, but you're only one character. You're not a civilization taking over things. Let me do this first. Hold on. Select a benediction for this round. You are first to start a turn before any other entities on the board. Sure. It's simple, and that way I can kind of wrap my brain around it. Campfire. This panel shows all your ability cards, use and combine them wisely to defeat your foes. You will acquire more during your crusade as you level up or train. There's a maximum number of cards that you can have at a time. So let's go ahead and explore. I say grand strategy because the way you kind of move around the map, I might have to turn the music down a bit. Hold on a second. Let's go ahead and do that. The way you kind of like manipulate the map a little bit is a little bit, it's the true definition of 4X, by which I mean, exploration, kind of extermination, exploitation. Like you are trying to accumulate, you are trying to gain some allies, gain some cards, some resources, and then you are trying to take on and take out some of the monsters that dwell, on our map here. We can explore some of the maps so that and you can see these big hexagons. They're more like honeycombs, I suppose. Anyone who's played Mage Knight will recognize those. Those are going to be new terrain tiles. So basically, as soon as we are able to walk over here and explore a portion of this honeycomb, it will reveal a new chunk of the map, and we can find some new stuff there. Here is our starting hand. We're basically like this. Our character is represented as a deck that we are building over the course of this game. Here's our starting hand of like basic cards. These kind of work like in Gloomhaven, but again, they're similar to Mage Knight in that they have multiple purposes. Like there's multiple different things we can do with each card. For instance, this would give us leadership. We can use some of these very limited but basic actions with them. So that would basically mean if we didn't want to use the specific actions of this card, we could basically trade it for like a very limited resource like movement or attack. Or if we want to expend some of our mana, which is another mechanic entirely, then we could use the more advanced ability of this card. So this one would require 1 white mana. This one wants some green mana. Red, you get the point. Mana is basically something that's drawn from a pool. We get a random amount of mana each turn. We also get a consistent amount of mana, and this is one of those things that we'll be trying to improve over the course of the game. So mana is available in multiple forms. And you can learn stuff. So for our first little bit, we're gonna want to maybe gain some leadership, visit a tavern. Possibly we'd like to gain an ally. So we could do that. Hideout, enter to battle with the enemies. We don't want to battle anything just yet. This is a bazaar. Recruit any of the follower from the market here, but the bazaar imposes taxes depending on the follower's preferred location. So you might need to pay more than when recruiting the followers at their preferred location. Okay, and then we have a basic village. That's going to be our first destination. So why don't we go ahead? We're going to use movement from this. We can use more movement. You can basically undo anything you want to do unless you reveal some tiles. So we have 4 movement. You need 2 movement to move on an easy tile. You can see how much movement costs each hex requires at the base. There is terrain penalties. So like for instance, mountains are off limits for us for now, but we will potentially be able to gain the access to cross over mountains later. But then crossing over forests is going to be a little bit harder. There are also abilities to mitigate the costs of movement. But for now, I'm trying to explain a lot. There's a lot going on in this game. Are you trying to move or look at the features of this tile? We are going to move there, and then we are going to try and use the mechanics. So we're going to need, we want to recruit followers, but the thing is we need leadership to do so. I believe this is the, no, that's a follower level. Oh, okay. Leadership 4, 2, and 5. Okay. So let's see how much leadership we can get with the rest of our cards. Abilities. So we've already used our 2 movement. So we can get 2 leadership without much problem. We could also get 4 leadership if we spend some white mana. I think that would be a good idea because early game, this turn is going to be all about resource gathering. So let's go ahead and get 6 leadership, and then we can take this high cost character here. This one will give us move 2. Move cost of forest, hills, and swamps is reduced by 1 this turn. So this one will give us some better flexibility with movement, and it gives us block in combat. Followers have both a function when it comes to moving around on the overworld map. They also have a function in combat. Sometimes you want to get just a basic one, like this one would give us leadership or movement or attack and block. So honestly, this one's not bad. Refresh a follower. Level 1, 2. So we have 6. It might actually be better to take this one and this one. Can only lead 1 follower. So never mind. Oops. Okay, so can only select 1 follower to send home. I think I would like to keep the Traveler, and we'll send the Radiant Servant home. So I guess I bungled that a little bit. That's okay. At least we did gain our leadership. So I keep pressing that button, hoping that it'll do something. Heal yourself. We can pillage. So basically, included mechanics in this game are movement on a basically generated map. Followers, deck building. We have resource gathering from pools. We have a day-night cycle. We have a morality gauge that basically dictates how certain creatures and of course villages react to us. What kind of followers we can gain. Followers can give us, you know, abilities as well. Right now, we don't have basically any, we don't have the ability to take on more followers because we are still early in the game. We are just level 1. We can't really do anything else, so I'm going to go ahead and end the turn. Go back to the campfire. Don't forget that before ending your turn, you can still use effects for healing, creating mana crystals, or refreshing followers if you have any. Well, we don't need to do any of that, so we're good. So we're back at the campfire. This panel shows you all the ability cards that use and combine when them wisely to defeat your foes. Is that all of the cards we have in our hand? We're still in the day. Is this what's available in the market? Okay, so we are still there. Yeah, let's end the turn. When ending your turn, you are allowed to discard as many non-wound cards as you want. You will draw back cards up to your maximum hand size. Do you want to discard cards? No. New turn. So let's look at our new abilities that we've drawn. Much of the same. We can look at our full deck, and right now we only have 7 cards in our deck, I think. No, because we have 4 cards in our discard pile, so I guess we have 11 cards in total. So let's go ahead and explore. So now that we have a follower, we might do well to actually try and fight something. We can recruit at the Spire, but we want to fight something. So Mortician, never fortified, gives us 3 experience points, which is how much we need to level, and 1 renown. I think that's what that is, but it might be wrong. It has immunities to fire, or resistances and immunities to fire and frost. So, and we get all of the information up front about what we're fighting. So we're gonna need to get 5 movement. No, maybe not, because we have a follower that. No, never mind. I didn't take that follower. I could have had a follower that gave us more movement in forest. Oh, that's the hills, actually. Do we have any blessings? Not yet. We are at a village still. Can I buy anything? No, not yet. Okay. Wait, what? Pillage to draw 2 additional cards on your next turn at the cost of 1 reputation. We don't want to do that. So I need 5 movement at the very least. We can definitely do that, and this one is just movement. So we'll do movement on those 3 cards, so we can move over here, and then we'll do attack. And the rest of our cards were basically attack cards. This one's going to gain us mana. We unfortunately don't have the green mana available to use its better half. So combat is interesting. Basically, we're going to use our followers. We're going to use our major abilities. You want to basically attack or block. The tutorial basically says it's like an all or nothing game. Like if you can't really just do a small attack, and if you block only some of the attack, you take basically all of the attack. Any unblocked attack will deal damage. Well, maybe I'm wrong about that. Block phase is the second phase of battle. Enemies that are still alive after the range attack phase now strike the. So what's kind of interesting is that you can nothing is final in battle. You can basically play things out and see how they go, and if you don't like it, you can go back and see if you could do better. It's not like a lot of other kind of deck building games or a lot of other board games where it's like, oh, your decision is final. So it is kind of nice to puzzle things out a bit. We could gain blue mana from this. We already have blue mana. What would this do? Frost, block 5. So we would gain 5 block, +1 per enemy abilities and attack modifiers. We want to see if we can't kill this dude. So what are we looking at? This is the armor value of the enemy. You must match or exceed this value using attacks to defeat the enemy. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to match or exceed that, because even with our follower ability, we would gain 2 attack. We can try. And we would gain 2 attack from this. I'm pretty sure that's not going to do it. Any damage is done, the entity receives 1 wound, then the damage is reduced by the entity's armor. We have 2 armor. Damage is reduced by the entity's armor. Take more wounds. So it looks to me like we can't do any damage to this guy. +2 to attack, block, leadership, or movement it generates. So if we could have used this, we might have been able to do this, but it looks like maybe we can't. Yeah, we would gain 3 wounds. I didn't realize they were going to do 5 damage to us. It says physical attack 3, but we have 2 armor. I think I've misunderstood how armor works. So if we want, we could go back. Select this, undo that, instead select 2 block, and in our abilities, instead of this, we'll select, whoops. Oh, that's right, we could do it. Well, we could at least match their armor because we can use this for attack. So we should actually go all in here. And then do this for attack. So we're doing 5 in total, so we should be able to kill them. No, we're still going to take major damage here. Never fortified. Maybe this is still a win. You are defeated. Okay, so that's not good. So let's go back and see if we can't block the attack instead. Would the blue be better from this? I don't think so. Frost, block. So let's gain the block from this instead. Oh, I don't think I applied the actual attacks to them. Hold on a second. Sorry, again, I told you this was going to happen. Yo, I did warn you though. So let's try this one more time. We'll do attack for all of these. And then, okay, so we go to attack. And then we have to apply all of these. So that would kill them, but I don't know if maybe we would also die. This is if you can do range damage and like kill them range damage, it's better because then you kill them before they attack you and then you don't take wound cards. So we would win in this case, but we gain a bunch of wound cards. Wound cards eat up space in your deck, so you don't draw as many abilities. The imposing Mortician was coming in with a puny attack. Unfortunately, everyone's contributions were not enough and the attack went through. Anathema and Traveler defeated the intimidating Mortician with a mighty physical attack. Anathema demonstrated their superiority and triumphed in this epic battle. Time to collect the spoils. We could try, one last thing we could try is, I'm not sure if maybe we can use our follower to take the damage instead. Assign a follower. This would mean that we might lose the follower, but doing so would mean that we don't take so much on ourselves. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to go through our abilities once more. No, we're good. They're not dead though, because I think I can only use the follower to attack. If I assign them, maybe I don't think I get the get their attack. It might be true. Is wounded and must be healed before it can be activated. Okay, so I think the best route is still to apply as much damage as I can. We're gonna take a lot of attacks, but oh, we gotta apply that. Where's my attack? Apply it. Yo, apply it though. Okay. We're gonna undo everything. Oh, I have to maybe I already unassigned them, so I'm not sure why that's still like that. There might be a bit of a bug going on in this game. Hold on. Let's start from scratch. Gain the attack, abilities, gain the attack, gain the attack, and then in attack. Why don't I get this? Your follower traveler is wounded at this phase and their effects cannot be triggered or activated. Well, that's incorrect. I was able to gain it before. And I didn't apply them. Did I apply them at this stage of the game? I know I can... Oh, okay, yeah, they were still assigned. That's why. Okay, there we go. And now I can apply all of this. Sorry, there's an animal trying to get my attention here. Now I can apply all of this attack. And that is a bummer, but I don't think there's a better way for us to do it. This will commit the results of the battle and end this turn. If you leveled up, you will receive any associated rewards. Don't forget that in after battle phase, you can still use effects for healing, creating mana crystals, or refreshing followers. Yes. So level up rewards. Draw 2, keep 1 blessing, or select 1 action card to deck. Blessings might be nice. Those are basically more things, more abilities we can use. Block 3 or fire. Or frost block 2. Reduce enemy armor by 1 for each resistance they have. This might be nice, actually. It would have been really good against that enemy. Oh, we get both of these. Nice, okay. So we get to select 1 card to claim. So this one would give us 2 movement. The cost of plain, desert, and marsh is reduced. Frost block 3. Pay a mana. Oh, and depending on which mana, we gain different effects. This seems like a very flexible card. It does cost us mana to use, but it might be very good in the long run. So we can't discard wound cards, so unfortunately we're only going to draw 2 cards. Ending your turn by resting allows you to get rid of your wounds and unwanted cards. Discard any non-wound cards and as many wounds as you want. This does not heal your wounds, they just end up in your discard pile and will show up at the next day. So I think instead we're going to explore and I'm going to try and heal my wound cards. So we have some mana. What I'd like to do is... Oh, we don't have a green mana, and that's what I need to move to the tavern. So instead... Oh, this lets us heal. Heal 2 or draw 2 cards. This would have been really nice. And this blessing isn't good for us right now. Follower is resting and cannot be activated again until the next day-night cycle. I don't know what... Oh... What time of day is it? Is it day or night? I'm not sure. So this tells us like what kind of cards are available on the map right now. I'm not sure where. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to move, but I don't think that's honestly doable right now. Healing 1 would be really nice. And unfortunately I can't get the movement from our follower. So I guess I'm kind of stuck. The best I can do is gain 2 movement and then go back to the tavern so that we can heal. For 3 leadership per healing point. Do we have any leadership left? I might have been better off to just heal. Yeah, we don't have any leadership. So, can we undo that last turn? I think I committed to it, so unfortunately, no. So, we're just going to have to pass the turn and wait till the next turn. I don't know if that means we will still have our wound cards. We might be shuffling them. No, we still have them. We're going to have to get rid of those. So if we can get some leadership, we can try and get rid of some of those cards. Turn 1, mana of any basic color into crystal. Into crystal. I'm not sure what crystal. Mana crystal remain in your inventory until used. You can only have a limited number of crystals of the same color at the end of the turn. So we can't really gain enough leadership. Maybe our follower is available till the next day-night cycle. So I'm not sure when the next day-night cycle occurs, to be honest. And I'm kind of stuck until I can heal some of these wounds. I would have been better off healing one of the wounds with that one card. Might be honestly worth sacrificing some reputation. I don't know. So there's enemies at that spire. We have -1 reputation there. Recruitment tax. We can't really get over there. I have to pass my turn. I don't think there's anything else I can do. During daytime, certain restrictions apply. Typically, any effect that is triggered using black mana cannot be used, as this type of mana is inert during the daytime. Oh, estimated number of turns. When playing with a timer, you have a limited number of turns each round. This value might fluctuate every round. When the timer runs out, depending on the initiative value of the benediction that you picked, putting you earlier or later in turn order, then you might get 1 additional turn. I'm not sure if we're going to pass tonight soon. Select 1 card to discard. Let's do this one. This one's good for the time being. We still haven't gotten anything helpful. So I'm kind of stuck for now. And I think it's still day. So I can't really do anything. I'm not really sure what I should be doing because I can't do anything until I get rid of these wound cards. And I can't use my follower until the day ends. So I gotta keep ending my turn. Brutal. That's what I get for taking 3 wound cards. Discard that one. This might be more helpful. I'm really hoping that's more helpful. Honestly, I should have probably just rested. Let's rest for now. I guess I'll select a card to discard. Resting from wounds. Sleeping switches to the next day or night cycle. All your cards are discarded and reshuffled, and new hand is drawn. Okay, that could be good actually. Because then if we get our wounds, then that's okay because I actually still want to heal them. Once this round before expiration, if your deck is empty, you may activate this ability to put back 3 random cards from your discard into your deck. Before expiration, you may shuffle up to 5 cards from your hand, including wounds, back into your hand. Okay, that could be good too. So we drew 2 wounds. That's good. We're in nighttime. That means we can use our follower in case we need to. I need 3 leadership at the very least. Turn 1 ambient mana into 2 mana of any single color, except gold. The ambient mana... Oh, we don't have white mana right now. Okay. Gain advanced effects of card for free, plus 2 attack, block, leadership, or movement it generates. So we're not generating leadership from any of our cards, so that's not actually useful. Can we use our... We can use our follower, so we will gain some leadership. And I guess we'll use leadership of... Well, do we have... We don't have green mana. So I may as well use up this card because it's not actually useful to us. I don't know. Because the thing is this one will give us... Can use 1 additional ambient mana. For a limited number of times per turn. You can use abilities to gain access to more ambient mana on that turn. So this is our ambient mana. We can only use 1 of these. So it might be actually better to use up this because this will gain us 1 mana and then we can use that for attack 4 if we want to do that. So we have 3 leadership. We can finally heal our wounds. We can heal, sorry, 1 wound. And that's basically it. So we'll end our turn. So there's I probably should have taken more turns to, you're allowed to discard as many non-wound cards as you want. You will draw back. I would like to select no cards to discard. All right. So we have a good hand. We should be able to accomplish this. I should have spent a bit more time gathering resources before, like, just charging off. This enemy looks really tough. They have 5 attack. We should be able to take them out, but we would take more attack. So if we could block their 5 damage before... Oh, we have range attack here. I don't think we can do enough range attack to kill them, though. So I feel like we need to go somewhere else. Enter to battle a weird abomination that we don't know. This would also have an abomination. That doesn't sound very good. This burrower seems a bit more our speed, so we would need 5 movement to get over there. I'd say we should just use some movement, play things fairly safe. Maybe we can also get some more leadership and gain another follower or something else, anything else. We can go here. That commits us to that movement. And now I don't think we can do anything else, really. Does this have any resistances? No. Physical attack 3. If we could block that attack and then also, you know, attack it. This would only give us more attack, and also we can't even use that. So I don't think it would be ideal right now to do anything. We could maybe recruit someone. Pay 1 leadership, pay 7 leadership. We have to pay, what, 8 leadership to get this guy? That doesn't seem worth it. Oh, I guess that's the tax. Okay. So we're gonna have to end our turn. Because there's not much else it can do. So have healing, leadership, or movement points available. If you end your turn now, you will forfeit. That's fine. I know there's a good reason why we shouldn't just be ending every turn, because I think we do have a limited number of rounds left, and we're trying to like gain as much as we possibly can before we're done. So us ending rounds doing nothing is actually like really bad. Did we only get 3 cards this turn? It's interesting. Okay, so we have 1 red mana. This is going to do 3 damage. So I think we can actually, if we can get over there without spending too many cards, like for instance this one, we should be able to both block the attack and also kill it without taking any damage. So let's go ahead and do that. So we need to do 3 damage and also block 3. So actually, I told a lie. Well, no, we have 1 red mana, so we should be able to do this. So I'm going to use this one, and then we'll choose this for 2 block, and then just grab the block from this card, and that should be enough to both block and do enough damage to it. Nice. Victorious. Burrower was striking with a puny attack. Fortunately, everyone's efforts paid off and the attack was fully blocked. Downed Burrower with a mighty physical attack, demonstrated their superiority and triumphed in this epic battle. Time to collect the spoils of battle. Nice. This will commit the result of the battle. Yep, I mean, that's a good result. I don't think we level up, but we didn't, you know, we we gained XP without taking any more wound cards. We have some more wound cards. I'd like to try and deal with that if I can. We'll see what kind of mana we have. If we have white mana, I might be able to do it. Oh, that just gives us leadership. Can we heal here? No, we cannot. So maybe, can we... There's no way we can actually recruit anyone, right? 6. If we had 6 recruitment, maybe we could recruit. It's still the nighttime, I think. Yeah, it is. So, if I committed everything to leadership, we could recruit someone. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll gain 4 leadership from that, and that'll use our ambient mana. Then we'll gain leadership from this one and leadership from this one, and then we can recruit Falconeer, which will give us some ranged attack. That could be very good. Oh, we can only lead 1 follower. Oh, wow. This one is better in some ways, and they've got better blocks, so they might actually be a bit better for us. So, sucks we lost our old follower, but the nice thing is that this new follower can serve us like now. I guess once we go and do stuff at the market, like that's our interaction, and then we have to end our turn. End of round has been announced. So after this, I believe it'll go to back to daytime. So I'm not sure where we want to go for our next bit of combat. We do want to use our follower this round. Wait a minute, what? Oh, I picked the wrong one. I picked the wrong one. So then I don't get anything. Okay. Well, you're lucky, traveler. I 100% wasted 6 leadership to get nothing. I don't think that should be an option. I definitely feel like the game should warn you before doing that. Like, hey, you just paid 6 leadership for that follower. Maybe you don't want to throw away the follower you just bought. I don't know. Okay, so what can we do right now? Can we make our way towards this temple? Or can we go to this maze? Maze seems maybe more dangerous. Only 1 non-wounded, non-exhausted followers may enter the maze with the player. You may enter the maze by selecting one of the open paths. Each path leads to a battle. The best loot is found at the depth of the maze. The temple seems pretty good. It would also possibly heal us. So let's grab some movement. We need 5 in total, which we're definitely not going to get. Oh, wait a minute. Let's undo that last. Yeah. Can we gain? We can't gain any mana from these other ones, so never mind. And we can't recruit anyone else here. Definitely not. I kind of really ruined things early on, and that's 100% affected the rest of the game for me. These tiles can be placed anywhere. Huh. Okay. So do I want to head into the maze just for fun? Let's do it. Is there a better card to use for that? It's too bad we have no red mana. Yeah, let's use the 2 movement there and see what we can... Actually, let's just move there and we'll move towards the temple. I know that's the safe move, but I don't want to just like throw away the game just because I'm doing badly. I really can't do basically anything else. So I'm going to end the turn. Sleep. So that means we will gain our follower back. You are first to start a turn before any other entities on the board. Discard up to 3 cards, including wounds. Nah. Reserve 1 ambient mana in case you can use that mana once on any of your turns this round. It will be re-rolled and put back after use. If you end your turn with at least 2 cards left in hand, including wounds, you will draw 1 additional cards. Nice. Okay. We don't have any wound cards, so we can 100% get something done this round. We could possibly explore some other things. If we have cards, I might actually try to go to the maze. Can we use... We need green mana. I don't seem to have any green mana. So we'll use the movement here to go to the maze. We'll check it out. Enter the maze by selecting one of the open paths. Each path leads to a battle. So reward gain... choose mana crystals, gain mana crystal of your choice. Pay 2 movement. Select 1 spell card. Draw 2, keep 1 relic card. So that, the more movement we use, the more reward we get. So I kind of want to keep things very light so that we reserve enough to fight whatever we're going to have to fight. So we don't have the green, so we can't get this guy. We have blue and red. So we would gain attack or block from this. Turn 1 mana of any basic color into crystal. Should probably do that. It looks like I don't have enough movement. I don't think we're going to need this, so let's turn this into movement. And we'll turn, unfortunately, this. Wait, gain mana, crystal of your choice. We could do this and then gain the movement from this. No, because this card is not functionally worthless to us right now. We don't need leadership. We need movement and attack, basically. And we want to keep this card because we can actually like make good use of this second ability. Although we only get 1 ambient, so it might actually be better to use this up for movement. No, because tough choice. Honestly, I'm gonna use up my traveler like now, and we're gonna do the antechambers. So this guy is what? Does 4 chaos attack, and he's got 2 sets of armor, and has different armor values if blocked versus unblocked. This is the armor value if the enemy is blocked. This is the armor value if the enemy is not blocked. You must match or exceed this value. Oh wow, that is brutal. I think I can do this though. I think I can. Let's see. I only gain 1 ambient mana for one of these. So if I could turn 1 mana of any basic color into crystal, I think that would use up my mana. So it wouldn't actually serve me. So it's going to do 4 damage. I need to try and block that. If I could block this with 1 blue, but then I would use up the blue and then I wouldn't have enough to attack with. I've used up my follower. They don't have any resistance, correct? Oh, they do have resistances. That might actually save me here. I'm not sure how or when that's going to be applied. So then that I'm going to assume if I block them, so I have to block 4 damage, that would mean I would have to use this, the blue on this. Then I could use this for 2 attack and then this for 1 attack, and I think that would do it. So we're going to gain 4... Wait, they're not doing physical damage. They're doing chaos damage. So I'm pretty sure I can't actually block that. Blocks are all or nothing, so you need an amount of block equal or greater than the enemy attack. Well, we'll try it anyway. We'll gain 4 block. And then we're going to do attack here and then attack here. And we'll block them. At the very least, that means we are blocking. Well, maybe we're not blocking, so maybe they have 8 health now. Yeah, so apparently we didn't block them, so they get 8 block. That's really nasty. I guess I could not block arcane damage. So I need to basically undo all of this. I thought maybe that was going to do it, but nope. And this is functionally worthless, apparently. Because it didn't even reduce their armor. I guess they don't have any armor? No, that is their armor. I don't know why it didn't reduce their armor. At the very least, that was like the one thing it was supposed to do, and it did not do that. So I can't really block anything, so I should just focus my attention at like trying to attack them. Can we do this? Yeah, we can, but then I don't get any ambient mana. We can do that and then attack them, but then they're gonna have 8 health, so I can't actually, like, I can't use this, right? Oh, brutal. Can't use their follower. I think I'm just dead. I don't think there's actually anything I can do here. I certainly cannot do 8 damage. And I can't block them, it seems. That chaos damage, it just goes through all of my block. So unfortunately, I think we're done because I don't think there's anything I can do here. I don't know. Okay, we'll just hit them. I might as well hit them for everything. And then, ooh, defeated. Okay, you will commit the result of the battle and end this turn. If you leveled up, you will receive it. Well, we don't level. We don't get anything. And I'm pretty sure I eat a lot of wound tokens. And everything goes badly. Benediction drawn cards. Oh, nice. I guess we gain our benediction. So, I mean, the game isn't over, but certainly things are spiraling out of control. I am going to end it here. This has gotten to be a fairly long video. I mean, this is a dense game. It would take a long time to actually like show off all of the mechanics. I think I've done the best I can. Things get even more complicated when like there are multiple monsters involved. You can, I mean, you can eventually get more than one follower, I think. So you have like followers to manage, blessings to manage, abilities, spells, equipment. I think equipment, but you know, like there's a lot of stuff going on, and some really rewarding like character progression. So I mean, this is really cool for anyone who's like a fan of Mage Knight. I think they would be delighted at this game because I mean there isn't really a you know, way of playing that game digitally. In terms of like, does this game have online multiplayer? That's a question because I know Mage Knight it's a multiplayer game. I mean, you can play it by yourself. I don't think it does. Maybe that's something that's planned in the future. But you know, for now, this is pretty good for anyone who's looking to play a game of Mage Knight or play something like Mage Knight and Gloomhaven and some of the more dense kind of RPG-ish tabletop games. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content like this. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.